Drop your dimes on the court, it's all about the hoops. Daby, Captain, Dutch boy, fresh got the scoop. Bet your bucks on the game, make your heart do loops. Listening to Buff Sports Radio, feel the truth. Let's go. In the city where winners never lose the roots. Spotlights on us, yeah, we remain aloof. Cash flow, dreams glow, we aim to prove. Our hustle and grind, watch us all improve. Sports Radio, you got the line. Basketball vibes, we redefine. The moves on live, that's our sign.
You're muted. You're muted. We cannot hear you. Still cannot hear you. Still nothing. Welcome to All About the Hoops, the starting five, as I roll up to get my motherfucking morning high. Yeah, man. Hey, check it out. Check it out. Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking chat. We a little light this morning. Let's run up the likes. Let's run up the retweets. Who we got up in here? Melvin Batanzas. Good to see you, my man. The chosen one. Justin McKelvey. Stacks. OG Stacks dropping this place. We're about to bring in our small forward here. We got Wine Time dropping it. Kelly McKinnis. First one in the building. Good to see you, my dude. Good to see you. We had some technical difficulties to start the show. And it doesn't even look like Daby Cat's back there to even press any fucking button for me now. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I show up early, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's the last motherfucking time I show up early, goddammit. Chosen one, I see you. We are on Pitt Wake under 138.5 and whiskey. Talking money line on the Wisconsin Badgers. We got the Stacks player of the day. I'm going to let him drop those when he comes on here. Big shout out to Mo Harris. D Mills in the building. We got Skunk Blaster. I know how to highlight shit, all right? Skunk Blaster, play of the day. Wake Forest money line minus 140. Oklahoma State money line. And South Carolina plus 5.5. You know how we do it around here. We start off with the college basketball. We transition into the NBA. And you best believe the shooters are going to shoot. And the tickets will cash. Because we got some of the best cappers in this thing we do. Starting right here with the starting five, and I believe we got a couple new guys today. You know, we're gonna bring in our boy Touchdown Troy today. We're gonna get Guns Picks back in action, who killed it last week, 3-1. You know, the party did start till that motherfucker walked in, and goddamn it, he brought the goods. Most definitely was firing away and was on target. 3-1. We'll get him back in action. But let's get to it. Let's get to our two guard. Hopefully Daby Cap can bring you on. I don't know how to run any of the intros or any of that. So it's just going to be kind of just real organic with you, my guy. But we're going to go to Cali first. This guy's been doing absolute wonders, not only in college football, but transition to college basketball and the NBA. Very nice. And if he sees a dog, he's not taking the points. He money lines that motherfucker. It's about that time for our boy Wine Time Sports. Let's go. All right, I'm just bringing this motherfucker.
Yes, sir. What up, Dutch boy? Yeah, you know, we got some technical difficulties, but we here. We're going to give out some picks. We're going to give out some winners. Nice day in the NBA yesterday. College basketball, not going to lie. It's been on a little bit of a downer the last couple of days in college basketball. But we're going to get right back to it today. Got a loaded card today in college basketball. Love the card. Loaded card in the NBA. Ready to break this down with you, my guy. Bring on the rest of the starting five. Let's go.
Absolutely killing it. Really killing it, bro. And I noticed that you have a nice big card today. I liked your stuff. I didn't retweet it because I noticed you're taking the cab approach and tweeting out all your stuff before the shows. You know, this is what they come to see us for. Wine Time. You know, save the shit for the show. But
that is true.
You know, those people love you. You're man of the people. But you know, Stacks does it too. You know, come on, man. We want them to come here to get the motherfucking goods. Then you tweet it out after. But be sure you're following Wine Time because he tweets out everything, even before he should. So check out our guy, show him some love, and follow him. If you see his shit, like it and retweet it. Let's go. Let's go to Pittsburgh, right? Let's go to Pittsburgh from the way of Augusta, Georgia. Our boy, OG. I love bringing him on because I'm not the oldest motherfucker on the panel. After our guy hits the motherfucking set, let's go. Our boy, OG Stacks, with the Stacks plays of the day. I feel bad because I'm not searching for the intros, bro. I'm trying to roll this motherfucking joint. How you feeling?
I'm cool. I loving life. I ain't got no complaints. Thinking about being single. all that shit. Yeah, I'm tired of this
OG
shit. Like,
he keeping it real. He said, "I'm gonna come on here." He said, "Let's have the sesh." I'm thinking about being single.
seriously, like I'm irritated. Like, real quick, I ain't gonna go into my personal life, but bitch, you live with me. Like, it's my way or the highway. Like, it's my house. Like, I don't get that
Hey.
shit. You don't like the way I'm living, you know what to do. I'm not begging you to stay. It
That's so
irritating
funny.
though. Like,
That's so funny because maybe we'll talk about that on the sesh. We'll talk about that on the sesh.
yeah, my
I'm with
fault.
you
Like,
though.
I'm just
No,
irritated. So
hey, it's real life, man. It's real life. We gotta give him a little game. Maybe we'll carry that over till Monday though. But
yeah,
Rolo,
but
send positive vibes to you, my man. And small shit to a giant. Small shit to a
absolutely.
motherfucking giant. All right, let's
You can
go.
leave while I'm on the show.
Let's go to Chi-Town, man. I mean, newly edition. You see it on the screen right now. You see Chicago. It's about time we brought somebody from Chicago on this motherfucker. First time on the starting five, and it sure as hell won't be the last. I'm, really happy to see our guy got some time, found some time, reached out to Daby Cat, and we made this shit happen. Our boy, you can find him. Well, I believe he has probably the weeks off now because we right here Super Bowl time, baby. It's Super Bowl time. But usually you can find him on Big Roll Blitz Tuesday nights, breaking down the entire NFL card with our boy Jimmy the Bag. You can find him right motherfucking now, right here on Plus Sports Radio. Our boy Touchdown Troy. Let's go.
Touch, my boys. What's going on, man?
Let's
Mr.
go.
Riddell, good to see you in the building. Good to see you in the building. How has life been treating you?
Man,
Hopefully better than Stacks over there.
No, yeah, life has been a little tough transitioning to the basketball, getting on the hardwood after leaving the gridiron, having a great football season, both NCAA, NFL kind of came crashing back in the playoffs, but need to get my act together in this NCAA basketball shit. And you got to post your plays as soon as you make them. At least that's how I roll because listen, I'm getting CLV at a high rate.
Right.
I want my
Yeah.
people to get it. That's
And
not
that's
the
what
case
Cav
today,
said.
but
That's what Cav said. I get it. But I get it. But content things, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, true.
You look at it from a content perspective. But absolutely. And let me tell you, every time when I was doing shows every day, and I capped my shit the night before. So I would tweet that shit out the night before, and I'm getting like a point to 2 points better than what I would have the next morning. So it does vary.
No, but it
Very.
does make a difference though, because I bet you there's a lot of people in my, that follow me on Twitter that, aren't a part of this community and probably would be if I wasn't posting my plays pre-flop, because they're
gonna be
the
like,
show.
I want to know what the fuck you're on. Like right now, I went
Right.
3-0 yesterday. I'm not tweeting out shit. They gotta come here to see what the fuck I'm on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's
Right.
just what it is. So, and then I'll tweet it out after the show with the link. But numbers count, and when it comes to the gambling, that's absolutely very important. So we could kind of go back and forth either way on that. But let's get to it. Let's get to our guy here, and big shout out to Khan's Clips Unloading, Big Hundo in the building, giving us a Pub Sports member, gifting a Pub Sports member. Salute to you. Action is blessed. We appreciate you, my guy. So what we're gonna bring on our guy right here, who's gonna we're gonna bring on our next guy. Man, I think he's in New England. I know he's a fucking Patriots fan, most definitely. I should know this, Guns. But I know he's an East Coaster. Bleeds Notre Dame, bleeds that Notre Dame. And I said motherfuckers yesterday, get off your motherfucking ass and go to the gym. Yeah, you motherfucker. And he already did. So he's getting it in early. Big boy. Find him all over the weekend. He's doing a lot of content. So be sure to follow our guy Monday through Sunday, doing college basketball, just dissected the college football, and of course the NFL. We got one more big game, but he's here today to repeat what he did last week, and that's bring the motherfucking heat right here in college basketball. Our boy Guns Picks. Let's go. Get him up here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know how I have to follow a story like Stacks just brought to the table, but I'll do my best. I mean, pretty boring here in Maryland today, but hell, I'm ready to give us some plays. Went 3-1 last time I was on the show, and I had to run it back, and now I'm on time, so let's get it. I'm ready.
I love it. Our boy showed up on time, and I know he's a busy guy. Got the family and things to go. So, let's do it. Let's do it this way.
Let's roll with Guns
today? How many plays do you have, Guns?
I got 3 to bring to the table. I wanted to talk about that Tennessee-Florida game, but Ziegler's out, so kind of the numbers kind of shifted on me. But I got 3 to bring to the table.
All right, let's let Gunn go ahead and unload his fucking clip here on the people.
Yeah, let's do it here. Let's start with the first one here coming out with Pittsburgh versus Wake Forest. Winston-Salem is going to be the spot. 12 p.m. is the tip-off on this game, and you have 2 very good teams from a record standpoint, 14-6 for Pitt. Wake Forest is 15-6 straight up this season. Pitt's offense has been their strength all year. They're 21st in offensive efficiency. They're also pretty good on the free throw line, 15th in the country in that statistic. But you got a Wake Forest defense that is top 25 in the country, 23rd in defensive efficiency, and they defend shots very well, ranked 27th. If there's a weak point with this Wake Forest team is their offense, but they're going against a Pitt defense that's ranked below 100th in a lot of statistical categories as far as ranking is concerned. So there's going to be openings and opportunities for Wake Forest to get points. And also Wake Forest just hungry for a win, back-to-back losses. But take that with a little bit of a grain of salt because they were a 9-point dog or above playing Duke and Louisville in their last 2 games. So kind of a tough back-to-back stretch on this one. So they're going to be ready here to get back home on this one. Also, Wake Forest prior to that was on a 6-game win streak, 5-0-1 ATS prior to those 2 games. So I think it's a good spot here. And also, Wake Forest as a favorite, 7-0-1 as a single-digit favorite, 4-0-1 as a single-digit favorite at home, and they're going against a Pitt team that is 1-5 ATS on the road this year, 0-4 ATS versus conference opponents. I just think Wake Forest is going to be hungry here. I took them on the money line. I'm seeing -2, -2.5 on the board. Either way, Wake Forest should come out here stomping. So give me the Demon Deacons here, money line -28 as the play.
There we go,
-20 motherfucker. Woo! Laying the wood. And a lot of people in the chat, I seen Wake Forest starting off early, so it's kind of a popular play. Cab, you good to go, my man?
I think so. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, you sound good. You look good. You're good to go. Let's go. Let's get to number 2. Let's do it. Let's
do it. Let's go to the sake of the ACC here with Clemson versus NC State here. Raleigh, North Carolina is going to be the spot here at 1:30 p.m. East. Then you have a Clemson team that is 17-4 in the year, but they're going against a team that is absolutely the polar opposite of what they were last year. They're 9-11 on the year with 7-13 ATS overall this season. Clemson is just strong on both sides of the ball. That's why I like them here. They're top 25 in offensive efficiency. They're 41st in defensive efficiency, and they're going against an NC State team that is 117th in offensive efficiency and 102nd in defensive efficiency. So this is a bad NC State team this season. The big advantage that Clemson is going to have today is the boards. Play on the offensive side of the ball, they're ranked 74th in that category, but they're going against an NC State team that defensively can't rebound the ball. They're 330th in the country in defensive rebounds. And then Clemson, better free throw shooting team as well. We're comparing 29th in the country versus 204th in the country for NC State. And then NC State as a dog this year significantly underperforms. They're 2-7 ATS as a dog overall and 1-4 ATS as a home dog. And Clemson has won and covered their last 3 road games, 3-1 ATS in their last 4 on the road. Then you have the revenge angle here. If you remember last year in February, you had a Clemson team that lost outright as an 8-point favorite at home. Now they're on the road as a 5.5 point favorite on this one. I got it at -5, depending on, I haven't seen what the lines are this morning, but that's the play that I like here. I'm seeing 5 still on the board on a lot of books. Give me Clemson -5 as the second play.
Double back in the ACC. I love it. He's talking my type of, James. I know what the fuck who's playing, Cab, right?
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I know you got this one right. I actually thought about taking Clemson first half here. That was probably my top lean that didn't hit my card, so I like this one here.
Let's go. Number 3. Get us the third winner on the board.
Yeah, let's do a significantly double-digit favorite, but I think it's justified here. We're gonna go get out of the ACC. Go over and swing by the Big 12 and play Kansas State versus Iowa State at Hilton Coliseum in Ames, Iowa. 2 p.m. is the kick on this one. 9-11 team for Kansas State. They're 10-10 ATS, but they're going against a team that is looking for a win. And I'll get to that in a second here. Iowa State is 17-3 on the year, 12-8 ATS, 11-0 straight up at home. And then their offense, actually their defense and their offense are pretty elite here for the Cyclones. And that's why I'm wearing the hat here. 6th in defensive efficiency, 13th in offensive efficiency. On the other side for Kansas State, they're 84th in offensive efficiency, 90th in defensive efficiency. And Kansas is terrible at banging the board. So there's going to be a lot of second chance opportunities here for Iowa State, 290th in the country in that defensive rebound statistic. And then situationally with this number and the total, it has worked very well for Iowa State. They performed well in these spots. 4-0 ATS as a double-digit favorite of under 20 points. 4-0 ATS versus conference opponents at home. 7-2 ATS versus conference opponents this season overall. 3-0 ATS as a double-digit favorite in conference. Iowa State is also coming off a loss on the road to Arizona, where they were a +2.5 dog on that one. So they're going to be hungry for a win coming off that loss. They've only had 3 all year. And also keep this in mind for Kansas State. This is the highest spread as a dog that they've had all season long, giving you all the indicators that you need to know. I think the Cyclones go in here and stump this Kansas State purple ass team. Give me Iowa State here, -15 as the play.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. So that means buy hat engaged there. I
It
see
is.
with the buy
Lock
hat. Yeah.
and fire the gun.
Yes, sir. I love it. A nice 3-piece to get us to start off the motherfucking Saturday in college basketball. We appreciate you, Guns, coming in, giving us your time, giving us your knowledge, and one of the better deliveries we have here. So we really do appreciate it, my guy. Go ahead and plug yourself in a little bit. Let us know where we can find you, what you're going for the rest of the week, and the start of next week. Got a big week coming up with the Super Bowl, obviously on deck. Talk about it a little bit, my man.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some Super Bowl content here. I think I'm going to do probably a prop show either Sunday or sometime during the week early to get you guys into the early props. And then we're going to do the Extra Point show, of course. That's going to be next weekend. Go check that out. And just all the content that I'm doing, the Break and Ankle show on the Gunspicks channel, Late Night Bangers on the Gunspicks channel, just all the content. I'm doing so much content here on college basketball. Now we're transitioning out of the football time. Great football season. Want to continue it with some profit. Let's cash some tickets. Let's dominate the board. And as always, let's keep dancing. Bang.
Hell yeah, Guns. Much love, man. Shout out to Guns Picks. So we got just problems. We got just problems after problems. Jose was just backstage, and I guess he moved my layout that puts 6 people on screen. So I don't got a fucking option to put us all on screen now. My option.
Well, that's why I was rushing. Guns got busy. That's why we're not doing more than 6. We get the 5, we get the 6. It works out perfect, man. We're good. Don't worry about it. Go follow our guy Guns Picks. One hell of a dude, one hell of a capper. And he said he would be on time, and he's a man of his motherfucking word. So hey, that holds some around these motherfucking parts.
Is anyone else on this panel? Is anyone else on this panel on Wake Forest?
I'm not.
No. Yeah, I like Wake Forest. The only thing I could add to what he said, he talked a lot about a lot of the points I wanted to bring up. The biggest one to me is Wake Forest struggles against physicality. Teams that are very physical, teams that crash the boards. That's not this Pittsburgh team. I think there's a lot of reasons to like Wake Forest in this spot. The market isn't as bullish as I'd like to see it, but we are seeing a little bit of this line movement starting to, trickle down towards Wake Forest. It's starting to become more and more favorable as the day goes on, unlike Tennessee, which we'll probably get to here soon. I'm on Wake Forest. I like it a lot.
I love that. I was actually going to recap his stuff real quick. Before we do that, though, let's bring on our guy Big Hundo. Big Hundo. You can find our guy Medicate Mondays. Yeah, man. Giving you the hottest 10 in the biz. +1. I don't want to short the guy. I think it was like +130, 140 units. We call him Big Hundo around here because the way he just smashed college football. You're going to do the same damn thing right here in college basketball. And he did one hell of a job in the NFL as well. Our boy, Cons Clips. Let's go.
That's the best intro right there, Cons. That's the best.
Yes, sir. Top of the morning to you, fellas. Happy Saturday. Good to be here. Good to be alive. Love it, man. College basketball is here. I'm heating up 6-1 right now on my best bets. Looks keeping this thing moving. Today is the day. Volume goes up just a little bit. We're going to try to keep doing what we've been doing, man. Cashing tickets.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, absolutely. I noticed you're a little lighter on the in the college basketball, than the NFL. So I like it. You got more time. You said it. You'll be able to break it down a little bit more, and we get more of our boy Cons Clips knowledge. So it's a beautiful thing. Does anyone have anything to say regarding those three, Cap? And then you can kind of take it from here, bro, once you're done twisting that up. And let's start breaking these college games down. Does anyone, you're muted, by the way. Does anyone have any thing to say over regards? Troy kind of went in on that Wake Forest again, endorsing the 2.5 from Guns. He's also on Iowa State and Clemson, I believe. Right? So does anyone on any of those three games?
I do have something to say about the Iowa State game because that line movement is starting to move away from Iowa State. I know it's a bigger number and these points don't mean as much when you get north of 12, it seems like, but it is starting to trickle away from them and that hasn't fared out well. Now, lucky there's a lower total in this situation that we see in like the Kentucky or in the Alabama-Georgia game. But I think that, I probably would be looking the other way in that one. And then I have really no opinion on the other.
All right, Kongs.
I like Iowa State. I did something a little different with it to bring the number down to not have to.
15 is a big number.
But yeah, I think Iowa State rolls.
All right, so a little bit of both on there. We got that UFC going on right now too, fellas. We're a little light this morning. Let's run up the likes. Let's go to Pub Sports Radio. Let's retweet it. And before we get to Daby Cav's best bets, we're polite around here. We let Guns do his thing. Wine Time, he's a starter. Our boy Stacks, he's in this motherfucking rotation. But we got a pretty good free agent today in Troy Torrance. So we better take advantage of it. We better juice this motherfucker while we can. So All-American Troy, can you hook us up with some winners, my man? You talked about Wake Forest. Seems like you're pretty high on Wake Forest. Guns might have took a little bit of your ammo on that one. You got something else for us, my man?
Yeah, I was extremely high on Tennessee. I was kind of planning out this spot, actually adding to my position from open as a move. Then I posted about it yesterday. I moved on Tennessee -4. I also think the first half is live. You get a lot better numbers now because Ziegler's out, but you got a team in Tennessee coming off 2 straight losses versus very high-quality opponents, Auburn and Kentucky, back at home, laying about round of possession by a team that beat them by 30 earlier in the season. The public's piling in to take the points with the road dog. 73% of the bets. Sharp action is on the Vols. The line was moving towards them pretty significantly until this injury news. And this Tennessee team, I know -1, is stacked with veteran players. I mean, they have 6 players that average 20 more minutes. 5 of them are seniors. There's going to be a lot of passion out there after a team that smoked them and a team that needs a win and get back on the winning side of things. And then Florida, on the other hand, they've been great. They're very scrappy, very good defense, but they've only played 3 true road games this season. South Carolina, they laid 11.5. They won by 1. Arkansas, they laid 4. They won by 8. So they covered in that spot against Arkansas, which is not very, similar to this spot. And then Kentucky, they were actually catching 3.5. They did not cover. They lost by 6. So the only time they were a dog on the road, they took an L. I think that their road schedule has been kind of weak. And I think we see an all-out effort from Tennessee. So I don't mind laying points in this spot. You can take the money line. You can money line parlay it, whatever you like. I think Tennessee still gets the job done, but I was way more confident before that injury news came out.
I tell you what, I can say one thing though. Zakai Ziegler looked like shit last game. I'm not saying that Tennessee's better without him. He is a great fucking player. They need him in the lineup. But whatever was bothering him today, I'm assuming was bothering him last week also, because last game, I mean, he was just throwing up shots that weren't of the norm. So
he was 1 for 11 from 3. Yeah, he had his worst game.
Yeah, I think it was on the sesh, right? Or was that the wake up? Was that the sesh play?
Tennessee, no. I don't think so.
No, the shooter, the white, the guy you're just talking about. Because I remember you sending me some shit in the morning. Yeah.
If it was Lanier, possibly, it might have been Lanier for Tennessee because I do.
My bad.
Yeah,
I think it was Lanier. Yeah, it was Lanier. There you go. It was Lanier.
So we got Troy here on Tennessee. I'm not betting this one because of Ziegler being out and stuff. That's enough to keep me off. But as far as like lining up a spot, yeah, it lines up for Tennessee. You said it. Florida beat the shit out of them earlier this year. It was ugly, guys. I mean, it was ugly. Tennessee had 14 points at halftime. Literally 14 points at halftime.
God damn.
Angry group here.
Cab, real quick, we got 2 fucking retweets. So that means not even the people on the panel are retweeting on Pub Sports Radio. If everybody, even the motherfuckers on the panel, we keep it a hundo around here. And the people in the chat, my guys like Kelly, like Swiss, my guy like Stephen Harrison. Let's go to Pub Sports Radio and let's retweet the show real quick. All right, let's get it going, fellas. Let's wake the fuck up and let's get to the bag.
I agree, man. This should get over 200 at least. There's no reason we don't get over 200 unless.
I know they got a big UFC going right now with the Pub Sports. So do your thing, but it don't hurt to slide through, hit the like, and retweet the button. And we're gonna have a lot of plays today. We've already heard from two really sharp guys. I'm sure our boy Troy's got some more in the box. So where we going to next here, Troy? You got anything else on? Or you want capital with it?
I want to go fade the best team in the country here, and I want to back Texas Tech on the road, catching 11 when I bet it. When I posted about it, it's 10 now. I would still endorse it. This Texas Tech team is my dark horse this season. I think they're fully capable of winning the national championship with this roster. They have a solid defense. They have inside-outside scoring, top and dynamic in the post, two great shooters. You got the floor general with Elijah Hawkins and a team who can compete with the likes of Houston, who is proven to be a juggernaut over the past few seasons.
You just said the best team. You think they're better than Auburn?
I feel like I haven't watched enough of Auburn. But they
I wouldn't know.
Bruce Pearl. They always fuck up though when it counts, right?
They always. So does Auburn fucks up when it counts, and so does Houston, right? And at least in the tournament they do.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Yeah.
This Texas Tech team, they could win on the road in hostile environments. They're 4-0 in conference on the road. Cincinnati, Kansas State, Utah, BYU. That's 4 quality teams. They haven't lost a game this season by more than 5 points. I believe they match up well with this Houston team. And this Houston, like I said, they're a juggernaut, 13 wins in a row. Only 3 games on their resume, really, with the teams with the quality, in my opinion. That's Kansas. They won in overtime. Double overtime. Alabama, they lost in overtime, and Auburn, they lost outright. Yes, they're at home, but there's a clear premium being put on this Houston team in this matchup. I already talked about it. This line is moving towards Texas Tech. I like double-digit dogs. Line moving towards them in a Power 5 conference. So it's historically been strong. 10-3 ATS, 5-2 ATS, 2-0 ATS. If the home team is coming off a win and a cover. Houston is great, but I love Texas Tech today, plus 11.
Hey, I tell you what, I want to hear Winetime's thoughts on this because he's been riding this Texas Tech team too. But shout out to our guy, Real Madrid, man. That's the 3rd membership. I know Stacks dropped one, Kongs dropped one. Now Real Madrid's dropping one. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is the way you keep Pub Sports Radio alive is by getting the membership. So thank you, those that support. We don't sell anything here. We just say if you can support us, support us. So thank you, Real Madrid. Let me
we might have to start selling some shit though.
Yeah, so I'm interested because I'm with you, Daby. I mean, my guy, I think one of the first college games I bet it was Texas Tech, and it was because my guy Winetime.
Iowa State game they should have won.
The game they should have won.
Cab, right? Remember watching that game? I was texting you about it. Yeah, Troy, I love your take on Texas Tech. It's funny you say that. A couple weeks ago, I brought up to Cab. I was like, dude, this team right here might be one of the most complete, deepest teams in college basketball. When it comes to March Madness, this team is going to make a run. And Cab doesn't like Texas Tech. I don't know why, but I love their team. I'm not sure is Williams going to be playing in this one or not. I don't think he is. I'm pretty sure he's out, right? Correct? Their best player.
Let me tell you.
That's the one downside. He didn't play in the last game. I love Darren Williams, though. He's one of the better players in college basketball. He had that game-winning shot, and he didn't make it against Iowa State. Ever since that game, they've been rocking and rolling. But like you said, Chance McMullen, they've got a lot of guys in the starting 5 top, and guy's an animal, especially when he's right at the bucket, when he's in the paint. And I like his defense as well. I do think this team's going to make a run. I do think 10 points is a lot of points. I wanted the 11 last night when I saw it, but I just thought this is a lot of points. Maybe it's a lot of points for a reason. That's the main reason why I haven't moved on this game. Maybe it's because Williams is out in this one. So that's why, but they still have a very good team other than Williams.
But it's also the shortest number that Houston's laid at home. So they lay big numbers. This is a short number for Houston.
I know. The thing is, I think Texas Tech should be a top 25 team right now. If you ask me, the way they've been playing basketball.
Let's go to the Texas Tech alum and ask him what he thinks. No, but my bad. Go ahead.
I definitely like the Texas Tech side here. If Williams was in this game, and it was at this number, I would definitely be on it. I'm a little skeptical on it, but I love the direction you're going in this one. I might end up moving on it and tweeting.
Sounds like you want to bet him, bro.
Again, I will, but for right now, I'm gonna stay off.
Our guy
yourself into betting him.
Our guy Anthony Richardson put the Houston first half. Look, I'll tell you like this, and Stacks knows, and a lot of people know, I wouldn't call it a blind bet, but it's about as close as I get to having a blind bet as Houston first half. And when I saw 6.5, I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not laying 6.5 against a team that I consider very, very talented as well. I'm not as high on Tech as Wine Time and Troy are, but when I say not as high, I still put them in the top 25. I just don't put them in like the top. But we're talking about a team that is in the top 25. It's a lot of fucking points, man. So I couldn't bet it. So not saying that, I'm betting Texas Tech with you guys, but the fact that I'm not betting Houston should say enough that I agree with it, that I'm on the same side with you guys.
That's funny. I didn't even realize that Texas Tech is ranked 22. I said they weren't ranked top 25. They are. But this is going to be a good team, especially in the month of March and April. This is going to be a team I'm going to be backing when it comes to the tournament. As long as they stay healthy with the group they have. They need Williams healthy for the tournament. That's 100%. Troy said he's a game-time decision. So we'll see. But this is going to be a good game for sure. I definitely could see an upset alert in H-Town, but we'll see here, man.
Stacks, talk to me. I mean, if we're on the OG crew right now, right? They saying if you know with this Houston shit. Is it that simple, or are they overcomplicating it?
It has been.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. It is that simple. However, last week was the first week I ain't been on it, and I'm not on it this week. But for the past probably like 3 years, if you see Houston on the board, you just bet them first half. Like everybody know that. You don't even gotta ask nobody. If somebody sell you that pick, shame on them. But last week I got off, and I'm definitely not on it this week, and I'm on Texas Tech full game, 11.5. And I'm close to sprinkling the money line.
There you go.
Damn.
Because
shout out to
I
Thomas
disagree with
Fagiano.
Daby. I do think Texas Tech is one of them top teams. I think they top 10 team easily.
I mean, they should have beat Iowa State. They won 90% of that game. It was in the last 4 minutes, and Williams was in foul trouble going into the second half. And I believe their point guard was as well. He had 4 fouls with like 6 minutes to go. In Iowa State, man, they can grind out those games, especially if you don't have the best players on the court. If those guys are on the court, they're healthy. This Texas Tech team, like you said, Justin, I agree. They could be a top 10 team right here.
I tell you guys what, man, with our pace, with all the NBA games and college games left, we're either not going to get through them here too, or we're going to be here for a long time. And the only way the latter happens is if you guys run it up and we got a bunch of people rocking with us in the chat. As long as we're running it up and people keep joining, we'll keep rolling, man.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. We got to transition to the NBA here enough. But Cap,
we ain't even we got to roll then because we're not. I ain't even talked about one of the games I want to talk about.
That's what I was saying.
Let's talk. Cap, bring up a couple of your games right now.
Why don't you lead us to the early morning game specifically? We got our boy Mr. Trifecta Nasty Nate. So if you have anything in the card in the early games, let's get to that, and let's keep
what
it a little
about you,
tighter.
Kong? I don't got an early game. You got an early game, Kong? Any of
your I have 5 plays. One of them hold on, let's see here. I have
let's go rapid fire. Kong,
that's the best way right there. Let's rapid fire with Kong.
Put that motherfucker on the big screen and let him shine.
Hell yeah.
All right, so here's what we're getting to, man. Everybody hit the like button. I got a plus 1,000 parlay to drop for everybody. We need numbers though. That's the only way we're getting the parlay. Where we at right now, Kev?
Light as fuck, depressing as fuck. You don't even want to know how many we got. We need to double it. We need to double it. That's
68.
68.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
That's better than what I thought it was. Give me at least 75 in the next 3 minutes, man. I'll drop y'all a big parlay. We're going to Louisville, man. Y'all know what it is. My team has come out. They are on fire right now. I think they won the last 9 games. They're 9-1 in conference. Behind Chucky Hepburn. All right. So Hepburn assist. If they're going to give it to me at 7.5, anywhere near plus money or even money, I'm taking it. Hepburn 7.5 assists with the Louisville money line plus 109, 2-unit play. I have Louisville in my pocket at 7.5. Took it yesterday. I'm not going to come on here and give out a number at 10.5 when it's moved 3 points. I'm just not going to do that. So I put Hepburn with the Louisville money line plus 109. That's good money. Hepburn is eating. he's finding people, bro, at the 3-point line consistently. He's driving, kicking, and they're hitting their 3-point shots out there. That's where I'm at for this game. Also, I'm on Rain Smith, 4+ threes. White boy for Louisville, can't miss. He catches the ball, closes his eyes, and throws it up, and it goes in.
I like that.
If you know, you know, man. I didn't hop in when y'all were talking about it a minute ago. Houston first half, -4.5, -122. I've been on this and made tons of money on this. I'm on it again today. Houston first half, -4.5, -122. Something I'm also on, I've been touching this the past couple games for Houston. Houston's opponent team total in the first half. I believe I've cashed 2 in a row on this. Their team total under in the first half. They come out and play defense, man. You know how Houston is. Texas Tech first half team total under 27.5, -125. Then we have a boost builder parlay for FanDuel. Everybody hit the like button. I'm dropping this play right now. It's a big parlay. There is a boost builder promo on FanDuel. Sign up through the link. Somebody will drop the link in the chat. Auburn money line. Iowa State -11.5. Rain Smith 4+ threes. Houston first half -4.5. And Marquette money line +1185 with the boost. +878 without it. Use your promotions at your local sports books. It's free money, man. And just to be clear, Hepburn 7.5 assists and Louisville money line is a 2-unit play for me. Love you guys. Appreciate you for having me. Let's go get some fucking money. Bro, I'm undefeated right now on this UFC card. I do have the full card parlay going right now. If you can see it.
There we go. Coming in a little bit.
Yeah, anyway, bro, I've hit the first 5 fights of the night. Always put a full card ticket together. Somebody I really like tonight, if y'all want to play in the early UFC card, I'm on Mike Davis. I'm on Said Nurmagomedov. One of my favorite plays of the day is Shara Magomedov. It's -194. Put it with something else. Love you guys. Appreciate you for having me. Let's go get some money.
Much love, Clips. Much love. Good luck today, my dude. Great shit. Let's get our guy Troy up on the big screen. And
he's bouncing. Hold on, let me run the clip for him then one more time. If Kongs is going to go ahead and bounce, and then we'll put our guy Troy on it. Let me run that clip. It's worth it. Yeah, there you go. Let me put you out the right way, Kongs.
Shout out you guys, man.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, I got you, Lex. I'm thinking the same thing. Yeah, and Hugh Janus, man, if you just started fading me, I'm 6-2 this week. So don't say dumb shit just to say it.
My bad. I didn't mean to highlight either. You know me, I'm just going down the chat showing love anymore.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Especially when somebody has a big name like that.
I don't even know why you feed into dumb shit like that, Dad.
Because it's entertainment, I guess you can say. Because it really don't. People think it bothers me.
Troy on the big screen, and Troy, let's keep it tight, man, and let's talk.
I don't know if I need the big screen. Me and Daby are on one of the same plays. Maybe Daby could just start it off, and I'll fill in because I love UCF.
All right, I understand why you.
So now that you're saying it's your top play, it's gonna have to hit my card because this one was off. Let me see if I got a banner for the UCF game. But
you got action on the UCF game, Stacks?
I don't got a banner. Buck.
I do.
Talk about it while he's looking.
Oh, I'm all over UCF. I felt like I was on an island. I love hearing that. They just played Kansas tough at the bounce house. That's where it go down now. I love them at the crib.
Bro, UCF is lanky and tall. They are a good basketball team. And obviously it helps that the very first game of the year I watched them beat A&M, right? But ever since I watched them play that first game this year against a very good A&M team who's only lost a handful of games, one of them to UCF, I've paid attention to UCF, man. These kids can ball. And like I said, BYU is not that great of a basketball team. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and they just beat Baylor in overtime. So maybe people are kind of clinging to that or something like that. And UCF has lost 3 of their last 4. So I guess if you're just on the surface capping this game, I can see why you'd take Baylor. But I'm going to tell you right now, UCF is a better basketball team than Baylor.
What's the line on it?
I mean BYU.
What'd you say?
BYU.
BYU what?
UCF's playing BYU.
UCF plays. You keep saying Baylor.
No, they just played Baylor.
Oh, all right.
Like their BYU's last game was against Baylor. So that's what I'm saying. They just beat Baylor, and it was in OT. BYU beat Baylor in OT on their last game. But no, this one, all I'm going to say is just look at their top scorers in UCF, right? You got 3 players, whether you're talking about Hall putting up 18 points, Johnson putting up 14.7, or Curry putting up 14.5. And they got 3 players, not just in double digits, but comfortably in double digits. They got scorers, and they got size. Definitely on UCF here. I'm going to join Troy. So UCF's official. Let's hear what you got, Troy.
We got you, Fernando.
Just to add to that, just to create more bullishness on the spot, you look at BYU and their road schedule. Yeah, they've had some pretty decent wins against Cincinnati, Baylor at home. But look at what they've done on the road. The only win they have is against Colorado. They lost to Utah. They lost to TCU. They got smacked by Houston. I'm not going to hold that against them. They also lost to Providence earlier in the season, where they got dubbed by Providence, who's not a very good basketball team. And not only that, but BYU, they go on the road. So they come off 2 home wins. They go on the road to Florida, right? That's a big travel situation. Then they go back home for the next game on Tuesday against Arizona. I think it's a little bit of a sandwich spot. The public is all over that BYU team, 90% of bets, 80% of the money. The line opened at 1. It's starting to move towards the UCF. The database puts this in a range between 67 and 75% ATS on a pretty damn big sample. And another spot where I guarantee we're going to get a fucking all-in effort from University of Central Florida. They need this game if they want to make the tournament. I expect them to be able to handle, to be able to drive and attack the basket off the dribble offensively against this BYU team. And they're going to play in transition. Daby, you spoke to it. They're lanky, they're long, they're athletic. That's not a team that BYU profiles well against. So I'm on UCF. I bet at -2. I also got the money line, and this is probably my best spot of the day.
Talk about it one time.
I'm with you guys. You guys kind of touched on all the points, but I mean, open up as a dog, now a favorite. At the Bounce House, it's a place I like to bet UCF at football and in college basketball. Like you guys said, they need this win bad. So I definitely like where you guys are going. I joined you guys. So I'm in on the -1.5 right now.
All right. Well, you got a lot of plays today one time. So let's take care of your rest of your college basketball. You want the big screen or you just want to chill?
No, I'm good. Let's just chill.
Right.
Let's go to
head. So we're gonna knock out a lot of them in the same.
Let's keep it kind of tight. Let's keep it kind of tight. And then we'll hit stacks, and then we'll let Cabby finish it off.
All right, guys. Yeah, I'm on Baylor in this spot, coming off a loss here at the crib here. I'm gonna make it short and sweet for you guys. Coming off a tough loss to BYU. BYU is a really good basketball team, but BYU does do better at home rather than on the road here. Baylor needs this win here. I mean, I've heard Cab talk about this Baylor team so much. It seems like on the live shows and stuff, and he really likes this team. And I've started to like him too, and I like him in this spot here. I got the -2 last night, the -110. I took them here. I think they're going to take care of business at home. They need this win outright here. I think VJ Edgecombe coming off a huge game. This guy's a beast down low. I think he's going to give Dickinson a hard time. And I think he's a better player than Dickinson, if we're being completely honest. I don't think Hunter Dickinson's not going to play in the NBA at a high level whatsoever. But don't get me wrong, he's a great college player. But they're going to need Edgecombe to have a huge game here, which I do think he will. He's averaging almost 20 points a game. Really good forward. He's good on the defensive side of the ball as well. Short and sweet, guys. Baylor -2, -110. They take care of business at the crib.
Yeah, I don't like
Talk
Kansas.
to him, Kevin.
I'm not betting this game. I don't like Kansas no more. Baylor, when I say I like Baylor, I don't mean I like them as like a solid basketball team. I like them to bet because I think that they're good enough to win in the right spot. And I hope this is the right spot for you right here, Wine Time, because I'm not on it. So I'm going to root for you on this one. It's the other ones where I think we're on the other side of a couple of them. Yeah, Kansas isn't. I know you got some freshmen that came in this year that are supposed to like up the ante on the scoring, but I still don't like this Kansas offense. They can go for 6 fucking minutes without scoring at any time, and it drives me insane.
Crazy. Stacks, anything?
Yeah, I got action in this game, but I'm on Kansas. I'm on Kansas plus 2.5. But one thing I didn't do is look at Kansas got Iowa State on deck, so that worries me.
Yeah.
So it could be a look ahead, but I'm just not impressed with this Baylor team. But calling a spade, you got to look at it like Kansas knows they're not winning both these games. You're not beating Baylor and Iowa State. I'm not like that. But I think they get this one. I think they lose in the fall next Monday. What is it? But I like Kansas. I think everybody on Baylor. All I hear is Baylor, and I ain't mad at it. And everyone's screaming the unranked against the ranked team, favor all that. I don't cap like that. So, but they say it worked, but I don't. I'm on Kansas.
Yeah, right now from what I'm looking at,
worked.
Yeah, we're looking at in the market, 32% of bets, 67% of money on Baylor. They opened up as a dog. Now they're 2.5. I think it tells you everything we need to know here in this spot. Don't get me wrong. I could be wrong here because Kansas I do think is the better team. I just think Baylor playing at home, this is a right spot for them. They need this win badly. They need a lot more than Kansas. But I could definitely see Kansas going there and taking them out. But just seems like looking at the market, it's going towards that way, especially if this moves to like a 3. I'm going to love it. But yeah, Baylor -2.
I got something to say because I thought the same. Like that's huge, and this is where it goes back and forth because this is the same, very similar market to what we had with Texas Tech, Iowa State. Very similar. Open as dog, flip the favorite, gets up to 2.5. Historically, now this is back to January. I've gathered my database, right? When you have a home team that flips from dog to favorite in the Power 5 conferences, the road team is 9-2 ATS. It blows my mind. Now the last game was Iowa State at Arizona, and we've seen Iowa State was about to cover that. Like this was very close to being 10-1, and it's just. And I agree. Like I think Baylor. It's hard. I don't know about this game, but I really wanted to back Baylor. But just knowing the history on that, I just couldn't do it. It's just been rough for me.
Next one time.
I was going to go to Northwestern, but I don't like where that line went, so I'm going to skip that one.
We ain't skipping that one. We might as well.
Does anyone have any news on that? Why the line moved up so much? Is someone out for Northwestern? Is their best player out? I'm not sure.
No, the books just realized they made a dumb line.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But hey, let's go to the University of Southern California, guys.
Wait, well, then let me go ahead and give out my 2 bets on this game really quick, okay? I am on Wisconsin first half. I am on Wisconsin full game. If you can't get the same number as me first half, I'm sorry. I got 1.5 first half. I got 2.5 full game. So I don't know where this line's moved. Where has it moved to?
It's a 4.5 now from what I'm seeing. It's probably going to go to a 5.
Well, I posted the 2.5, so you should be fucking following us if you want like the same lines, right? Because I did post.
There goes that side of it.
My whole thing with this is, if Wisconsin wasn't coming off of a loss, I get it, man. Northwestern's tough to play at home. They always are. This conference, any conference, you don't want to play on the road in college basketball. But Wisconsin is coming off a loss. And, I was on them first half in that loss, so and they covered for me, so I was good with it. I'll just say this, man. This Wisconsin basketball team, after losing Chucky Hepburn and a couple other players, I thought this offense was going to struggle, but they don't. They run those 2 7-footers down low. And they got Blackburn now who can shoot on the outside. He can facilitate the basketball well. I'm becoming higher and higher on this Wisconsin team, a team that I was checked out on early. 4-1 betting them this year, so I couldn't pass it today at this number. I got Wisconsin first half. I got Wisconsin full game.
That might be an addition for me. I mean, I'm going to see what happens. That swing on that line is crazy. But Daby, here you go. Spreads that close. Home dog +3 to +6. Market moving away from them. 12-4 ATS for the road team. And that's, I mean, I can open this sample up to the full game, to everybody, not just Power 5. And I mean, we're still looking at a 70% trend in a 52-game sample. So it's solid.
I love hearing that, man. I love hearing that.
The only bets I've been hitting in the college is this market. This is the only bets I've been winning.
But you'll start winning, and you can pop up here with us anytime, man, because I found that the more I talk with Wine Time, with Stacks, Dutch is getting into it, you guys, the more I talk with you guys, the sharper I get and the better my thoughts get, right?
And that's why I told you I wanted to join today. I said I'll join on time. First of all, I drank too much tequila last night. I didn't want to take my ass to the gym. And I I was like, I need to soak up this college basketball knowledge. There's too much knowledge for me to pass up because I do love the game.
And we're almost through it, so we can let you guys rapid fire NBA after.
And here's Nut Flush giving us the 16. Nut Flush 16 giving us. I don't know what the fuck the Detroit Mercy is, but team total over 7.5 or 70.5, giving us his team total. You know,
I just know that Detroit Mercy team last year graded out
as college basketball
in the last decade.
Oh shit!
So I just never.
I thought that was a fucking WNBA team or some shit.
Nah, college basketball.
70-point team total? Are you fucking kidding me? Or that's it?
It was crazy. They suck.
70 points is their team total. They can't be that good. God damn, there's no way that's college basketball.
Nah, but they scored though. They suck though, but they scored. I'm gonna look into that. I like that.
Oh, you better like it.
ATS,
like give it to you.
His team total is good. It's good. What's your last? What's your next line time? Let's get through these so Dutch can do his NBA before he goes.
Let's go to USC. Let's go to the University of California in Los Angeles. Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm light on the NBA today, so I know these guys. I want to hear what these fellas got to hear too. I think LJ is going to join at the end of the. He should be joining any time to give out his play as well.
And if that's the case, we should at least have 200 people in here right now. We got up to 150 just a minute ago, man. Sharing it, run it up. We're still giving out best bets, right? You can have a single capper you tell. Fuck it, you can be like that fucking troll in there and fade somebody if you want. Who cares? It's knowledge right here. You can learn, you can get better, you can perfect the craft. And we've got a bunch of the people on screen and coming on screen, in my opinion, that are the best to do this shit. So this is fun this morning. Where you got USC, Michigan State. I didn't bet this one either one time. Michigan State with only 2 fucking losses. Am I right? Is it 2 or is it 3?
I think it's
only
3.
2 losses on this team.
Yo, Paisan, Tommy Izzo. Let's go.
Yeah, because
this is going to be loss number 3 for Michigan State here, guys, on the road. Tough travel spot. USC has been chilling at the crib since losing to their rival across town, UCLA, who, by the way, is a very good team now. They're starting to show us what kind of team they are. This USC team is better at home. Michigan State coming off a blowout win against not a good Minnesota team. Minnesota had that emotional win on Saturday against a ranked opponent, took care of business there. With that being said, against Oregon, I believe it was, right? Yeah, against Oregon, impressive win. And Michigan State had the clear-cut smash and grab. They had to travel to Southern California. I think it's a tough travel spot. I think Desmond Claudy's the best player on the court in this game, and he's playing for USC. I like his point props as well, over 16.5. But last night I gave out USC plus 200. It's down to a plus 165, plus 170. Wish I would have gone in on the plus 6 too, but I said I don't need those points in my back pocket. I'll just get double my money. USC wins this game outright against Michigan State. USC absolutely needs this win, guys. They absolutely need this win, and Michigan State is due for a loss here. And I think this is where they get it. So give me USC, whatever number you can give me right now. Money line.
Good with it, man. I'll watch and I'll root for you. Giving out a plus 200 on our show is fucking awesome. I'm excited to see it.
I'm telling you, he be hitting these money lines too. You got some in the NBA. Send me his plays. I like them. I like them.
Bro, I hit Kentucky money line the other day, and they were a 10.5 point dog. There's so much value in certain games in college basketball.
Run that one time for our boy Rob Free.
Yeah, shout out Rob Free, man, and all the members in the chat. I said it earlier, but we don't have a channel without you guys. So thank you to the members like Rob Free. And consider getting a membership or donating one if you haven't. Let me run it where I find it.
Come rich, biatch!
There we
go.
I
love it. Where's the next game?
That's it for my college basketball card, I believe. I think we talked about everything already.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. We did not.
No, we didn't.
Cab knows right.
Why are you dodging, Wine Time?
Why are you dodging? I forgot about this. The late game, guys. I'm excited for this one. Cab, you already know where we're going. I don't have to say it.
All right.
And before we do that, I believe Troy said something about USC in the chat. Right?
Yeah, I'm on USC. I agree with everything Wine Time said. My biggest points on this, I mean, you could look at some matchups, but overall, I think the matchup kind of favors Michigan State. But the problem is this team has had – I'm targeting teams with weak road schedules today. There's another one, Minnesota, Northwestern, Rutgers. They have not been to the West Coast. This is the first time they're traveling to the West Coast. I feel like that's going to fuck them up a little bit. You got a home team coming off a loss. Line open 6.5 down to 4.5. That's a massively bullish trend historically for the home dog in a Power 5 conference. So, yeah, I took a 6 yesterday. I posted it. I still like it at 4.
Let's go.
Let's go. I like it. My man giving you a little bit of solid numbers there. The Texas A&M Aggies, South Carolina Gamecocks. We know where Cavi's at here. Where are you at here one time?
I mean, hold on, man. You don't get to say it like
I want to hear Cav's breakdown. He knows.
I don't think you're fading fucking the Aggies. Fucking, what are you on the Aggies first half?
No. I took full game. I took full game -5 here. So we are Wine Time and I are heads up. And we cashed
like the first half.
We cashed again the other day with A&M. Just saying, my read on A&M's basketball team has been good this year. I'm up about 3 units on them, so that's nice. Look, South Carolina. Yeah, they're at home. Yeah, they've covered this number against some good teams. How are they going to get rebounds in this game? Buzz Williams is not going to let A&M play down to their competition because A&M can't fucking shoot the basketball anyways. So even if South Carolina dirties this game up, I still think the second chance opportunities are going to be the key to A&M winning this game and covering. A&M's not one of those teams that wants to go down to the last shot in a game like this because they'll fucking miss it. So I think they know that. I think Williams has his team ready to go here. South Carolina they're not good. They're all right on defense, but offensively, they're not a good ball club, and they don't get boards. And I think A&M's going to come out here hyper aggressive in this one, knowing it's a game that they can't drop. I mean, because this is the type of game for A&M. If they drop this game, right, you're back to just maybe barely in the top 25 type basketball team. And I know we're not looking at rankings, but they understand what's on the line here, especially after losing their last road game to Texas the way they lost it. I don't think they fuck around here. I think they take care of business.
Aggies on the road, full game. A little surprise for me there. I thought it was going to be first half. Wine Time, talk to him.
Yeah, South Carolina plays their best ball at home here. They've been in a lot of close games against some pretty good conference teams. Here, Texas A&M. It's gonna be a test for them guys. I've taken some big money lines before. I didn't want to take the money line with South Carolina here. I took the +6 yesterday because that was the best number I got. Got it -110. Tweeted it out. I think South Carolina can stay within a couple possessions of this game. I'm not sure if they win this game outright, if we're being completely honest, but we've seen them being able to go toe-to-toe with good teams in their conference, especially when they're playing at home. And I do think they're going to be pressing Texas A&M the entire time. They're going to have a lot of energy out there on defense, and they're going to force them and force a lot of shots. So we'll see if Texas A&M starts off hot or not. But I like South Carolina. I think it's down to. I'm not sure if this is down to a 5 right now or not. I think it's a 5.5 still you can get, but I still like the +5.5. I think this is going to be a 1 to 2 possession game.
Break the tie, Stacks.
Okay, I ain't got no action.
Touchdown, Troy.
I would have to lead towards the South Carolina Gamecocks off fucking 10 straight losses, all pretty much close games, especially at home. But when I watch the South Carolina Gamecocks play basketball, it's not a team I believe in at all. We know Texas A&M. I think Daby made a strong point with this game. This team, this Texas A&M team, they need this game. So does South Carolina. But when you got two teams and it's two scrappy teams, maybe the under is the best play in this game.
At what point do you no longer need a game because your team's already got 11, 12, 13 losses? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just a matter of they've been competitive, but they've been losing. They're at home, they got to have.
Man, they want to beat the boys. Yeah. Real quick though, let's not look over what our boy Wine Time just did. You just took a shot, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where you at? Are you in Cali?
Oh yeah, it's fucking 8:48 out here. Let's go.
Bro, there's no better time to drink. I don't drink often, but when I do,
yeah, mine no doubt. Let me pour one.
Well, shit.
Let me get another one.
Hold on. We're all taking a shot.
Hey, fuck you! I smoked a joint. I gotta go to work.
I'm gonna get this.
I'm about to take a shower and put on a polo in 10 minutes.
Yeah, work.
Yeah, man. I gotta here. See, on this wall. On that wall, it's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother. I'm in over here. I'm in sports mode. Over there, I'm in fucking Hawaii. You know what I mean? So yeah, we grind 24. We grind 24.
All right, cheers, boys. Cheers to the game. We gotta wait for Cap.
Wait, hold up. Davy's going to get his.
I used to just play poker. I've had many parts of my life where I've just played poker and sports bet, and I've been probably the more of my funner times, but also more the more stressful and up and down times. I'll just be real, you know. So
yeah, I can't do that 9 to 5 thing.
It ain't no. I don't need the spot. All I do is I switch computers and switch fits.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and switch walls. So you know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean.
different.
You know, and and switch glasses and no hats. You know,
that's cool.
you know. So yeah, it's lovely, bro. It's lovely, especially
yeah. I just
when
can't punch.
you know,
I just can't punch no clock.
I mean, I've been bartending. I've done that shit plenty of times. I don't like it. I don't like being around people anymore like that. And like drive. I don't have to drive. Being here in Vegas, it's like almost like Cali now with the traffic. It's getting bad, bro. So all the way around, it's a lot better, you know. But let's go take that shot.
Don't judge me. I'm doing fucking. It's too early for anything but vodka. No tequila right now. Cheers,
Man. Salute, man. I had like 6 shots of tequila last night. I'm fucking. Don Julio, salute, young man. Salute, salute.
That 1800 for that day though.
No, Andrew G, I really don't. I don't like being around people that much, bro. You know, I really don't.
Me
People are disappointing, bro.
Poker players don't like to be around people, man.
Yeah, it just I prefer to be around people. Yeah, but my wife, my dogs. I like dogs more than people. I'll be real.
Oh, you don't like me a lot then.
Yeah.
Yo, we keep getting up there, fellas. I hope you guys in the chat, if you wanted to, took a shot with us. We keep getting up there. We got up to right around 150 again, and then we drop a little. But we appreciate those that are pressing it, hitting the like button, pushing it up, man. Keep running it up there. And remember, UFC's going when we're done over here.
But you do find them real ones, and you just hold on to them motherfuckers. Keep it real though. But yeah, let's get to the NBA, man. Y'all ready to talk to some NBA?
Let's do it.
I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna kick it with y'all, but I'm gonna just listen. I'm gonna just listen because I removed myself from this equation.
That's what I did too.
Our boy Cav's does really well in the prop game in the NBA. I don't think I've ever seen a better side, but when it comes to the props, he's definitely profitable. Let's go, Wine Time. Why don't you start us off? Your whole card is nice. I have one play honestly in the NBA. I have a prop as well, and I'm
gonna go backstage and make y'all a banner. So just let me know what game and I'll get it up.
Let's go let's go to Utah.
Yeah,
elevation.
Utah. Woo! He said Utah Jazz basketball. I think of Bobano. Salt Lake City. Let's go. Let's go. Talk about it.
Yeah, right to Utah, guys. The team that I backed, I believe it was last game. Let me double check. Yeah, against Minnesota. They're up 15 points in the first quarter. I know it's the NBA, and can't judge any game off one quarter. They end up losing the game by like 20 plus points. It's absolutely wild. I do like Juzang is questionable for this one. Jalen Suggs is questionable for the Magic here coming in for them. I like Utah starting 5, though. They're starting to get healthy. They've got Market in. They've got Collins. They've got Sexton. Kessler's decent. But I like Sexton. I like his points, too. I've been hitting his points lately, man. He's been playing some good basketball lately. Just the question is, if they're not in this game, if he's going to be playing. But I do think they're going to be in this game the entire time. My ROI is a lot higher when I take the dogs in these situations from spreads from like 3 to 6. And this is right in that range at 5. Excuse me, at 5.5. I took the Utah Jazz money line. I gave them out yesterday on Twitter. I'm giving you guys out another dog here, man. Plus 185, nearly a plus 200. We hit 2 dogs yesterday with Jimmy the Bag in NBA. I think we're going to hit a couple today as well. I think Utah gets their first win here. Orlando's not playing good basketball, even though they're finally starting to get healthy right now. I think it's going to be a tough road spot as well. Utah's always a tough place to play. I know they're one of the worst teams in the league right now. But their fans do show out for their games always, and I do like their starting 5. And I think they're going to be able to put points in the bucket. So give me Utah. Give me a money line. I don't need the points. I think they're either going to get blown out by 10 plus or they're going to win this game outright. So give them to me plus 185, Utah Jazz.
I love it. Fading the Orlando Magic, who's got their guys back, but stumbling a little bit here late. But our boy got something to say about that. He wants to drop it in the chat, but you drop it right. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it, Stacks.
Yeah,
and that's some funny shit, Rick J. That is some funny shit. Hey man, I didn't go to the gym today. I don't know what it is. You're a little different mindset, but keep it going, Stacks. Let's go.
This is what is funny about this game. Because when I first bet it, my homie is living in Philadelphia right now, but he's from Orlando, and I've been dealing with him for 30 years. Long story short, he's been telling me since yesterday to bet it, so I bet it blindly, -6. Then I dug into it, and then I sit there and look at it and realize I had Orlando the last game against Portland. Didn't work out so well. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm like 0 for like the last 4 betting on the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, like I don't even know why, but when I look into it, and then I start capping it myself, I feel like this is the game, and I agree with my homie. So when he told me, I bet it lightly because I keep every time I bet Orlando, like they find a way not to cover. Even if I get them against the Heat, they find a way to sell. Like, so I told myself I'm not even capping Orlando games. But when my man called me up and he's adamant and tell me to bet something, I just bet it. And then I dug into it.
Go ahead.
And then I dug into it and I was like, well, damn. The odds say the Jazz, but if you dig into it, like, it's got to be a Magic spot. Not even their due.
I mean,
their team, like, if you put the Jazz and the Magic team versus team, how do they cover 6? Take out the elevation and take out the current form of Orlando. If you put team versus team, explain to me how they cover 6.
Well, you know,
yeah, I don't know. I just think Jazz. I mean, they got some studs over there, man. They got some guys that can put the ball in the bucket. And they're due for a win, man. They are absolutely due for a win.
They've lost 8 straight, so they definitely are due for a motherfucking win.
Yeah,
now,
they
did play
apart.
January 5th.
And Dutch, you know, the Timberwolves right now, they're starting to take off. They're starting to be one of the top teams in the NBA right now the last couple of weeks. So they did get blown out by them, and I was on the Jazz. They gave them out on the money line and all that. And after the game, I was like, well, why did I take that? I don't know. I do like the matchups actually in this spot, though. I do like Utah starting 5 compared with Orlando's starting 5. I'm not sure if Suggs, though, is going to be playing in this one. Not really sure. It says he's questionable. So we'll see. I mean, I definitely think Magic has the better 2 top players on the court, by all means, in Wagner and Paulo. But I just think Utah's starting 5 as a whole could match up well with them.
Who's like the top defenses in the NBA this year? We know the Magic are one of them, right?
Yeah, they're one of them.
When healthy.
So
say
like,
maybe
see, here's what I think.
too. I don't know.
That's a hard question to ask because I feel like personally the Knicks numbers aren't great, but the Celtics and the Knicks are probably the 2 best defensive teams in the league, in my opinion. Definitely.
So versus the Knicks, the Jazz got beat by 16. Now they were in New York in that game. How about Cleveland? I mean, 11-point loss to Cleveland.
Yeah,
how do they do versus this type of team? Slow pace, great D. You know, I don't think Jazz. Like I agree. I think the Jazz have some talent, have a good roster, but I don't think that this is a good matchup necessarily versus. You know, what I don't know if I'm even right about this, but a Magic team that's defensive, slow pace. They probably Jazz to me.
Houston's got some good defense too. My bad. Yeah, Dougie Weiss. Yeah, I mean, in this matchup, I think you're off 2 straight losses. You got banter, you got Wagner back. There's levels to this shit, in my opinion. I'm not going to go against
the best 2 players on the court. That's for sure.
Absolutely. They did lose by 13 January 5th to this team. So 3 weeks ago in Orlando, Utah came in there without their 2 big guns and beat them by double digits. So maybe they go to Utah and return the favor here. But Utah's sneaky at home, but they haven't been of late, losing 8 straight. So I can't go to the wheel and bet red when it hit black 8 motherfucking times. I'm gonna ride the trend. I would fade Utah here, but I'm not gonna go against my boy one time. But I did like Orlando here, and the numbers just kind of increased. I'm like, do I really need to bet this basketball game? So I scratched it off. But let's talk about one that I am on. I'm with you on the Portland Trailblazers tonight. Go ahead and break that down a little bit, and I'm going to slide out of here in just a moment. But let's talk about this Portland Trailblazers. I took the points. I think you're even a little more high on it than me. And mine's more based off of, obviously, Portland's been playing really good basketball. You can go a little bit more into detail about that. But Phoenix Phoenix did what they wanted to do. They made a statement last night, in my opinion, in the Bay, and that's has a lot to do with that. And then, of course, they play Portland 2 nights from now, and again, so I think Portland takes advantage of them tonight.
Yeah, you kind of touched on those points as well. Phoenix, I was on him heavy yesterday. One of my top plays, I gave it out with Jimmy yesterday. He ended up joining me on it. Took care of business against the Warriors, man, as they should. Suns, I think that game was just very meaningful for Kevin Durant and that whole team just to go into Golden State, take care of business after Golden State beat the best team in the NBA in the OKC Thunder. Probably the best team in the NBA as of right now. I don't know. Boston Celtics are still the NBA champs. So
get the fuck out of here. The Celtics are
I know, but they're record-wise the best team in the West.
No, I'm interested to see when Chet Holmgren comes back, and now you got that with Dort and Caruso to lock up on defense with Shea and Williams. Okay, now and Hartenstein is a huge pick up there. Now we can start talking. But go ahead, my fault.
Yeah, I'm on the Blazers, though. I'm on a money line, guys. I've been on them the last week or so. I was on a money line against the Bucks. They took care of business. I ended up doubling up on them second half money line when they were up. Took care of business there, gave it all out. With that being said, Portland, though, coming off a big win against Orlando, a game that I was on Orlando in that spot. They had some late scratches and all that bullshit. But with that being said, I think this is a Blazers spot. Suns coming off a game yesterday. You don't have to travel too far, but it is a back-to-back for them. They've got some older players on their team like KD. He didn't even play that well last night either, by the way. But with that being said, I think the Blazers take care of business the way they're playing right now. They're playing at a very high level. I think these guys want to continue to try to play together with Chauncey Billups. For a second, I was thinking Chauncey was going to get fired a couple weeks ago, and they were going to start trading away guys. But this is a young team that they've kind of been developing the last couple of years. They got Simons, you got Ayton, you got Henderson, you got Sharp that can make those shots as well. This team's talented, man. They just could never really get healthy and put it all together. And I question if Chauncey Billups is actually a good coach or not, because he's had talent the last couple of years and hasn't been able to do anything with it. With that being said, they're turning a corner. It seems like I'll bet definitely if they take care of business, I'll definitely be on the Suns in a couple days when they play again. But I'm on the Blazers here. I gave it out though, plus 135 last night. It's plus 140, plus 145 at some spots right now. So I definitely got the worst end of the number, but I still like it here. I think they take care of business.
Yo, yeah, I kind of like this a lot. You got the Suns on the road, or Suns are 2-6 ATS on no rest. They played last night. I heard you guys say, right?
Yeah.
And they also, after a win, they're 5-18 ATS. And so you parlay both of those two together, but also you look at those ATS covers, they're at home. 4 of the 5 are at home. This is a good spot, I feel like.
Yeah, the Blazers are playing really good basketball. They're DA. You got the DA factor going against his old team because they traded them away,
That's
obviously. Right. They lost 3 straight to Phoenix, so I think they're gonna catch them and get them down. And then probably 2 days from now, we could probably get on Phoenix. There might still be some value though, maybe. But at the end of the day, I think this is a really good spot. They're big, KD and them boys going there. I said it. I was on Devin Booker yesterday, over 26.5 because he didn't get. How's this guy not an all-star, bro? You know what I mean? Crazy. You're starting Steph there. He's
averaging over 26 a game.
And then you got KD going again. Yeah, you got KD going back to the Bay. He didn't have a great game, but you could tell they from start to finish they went in there and put it on their ass. So they in cruise control, and they're an older team too. Those numbers that Troy just gave us speaks to that. They're a top heavy older team outside. Bradley Beal, this motherfucker ain't playing in back-to-backs like that. He had a good game last night too. So we'll see. One of these guys, I wouldn't be surprised if one of them sits out. We shall see. Either way, Portland,
it'll probably be Kevin Durant because when I was back,
is good money.
It would probably be Kevin Durant because when I was backstage just a minute ago trying to do the banners, the reason I stopped doing the banners is because I was looking for the cream of the prop. And I'm looking through these threes props because that's my favorite thing to do at the NBA when I'm looking for a prop. And the value is terrible on all of them. And then I see Kevin Durant at plus 110 for over 2.5. And yeah, I get what Markel was saying. He don't shoot them like that. Not usually. But his last 5 games, this motherfucker has been.
Yeah, he has.
5 for 9 last game, 4 for 8 2 games ago, 4 for 8 3 games ago, 5 for 8 4 games ago, 4 for 7 5 games ago. Goddamn, he's only not going to cash it just because he has every game for the last 2 weeks. This shit, at plus 110, I can't not bet it over 2.5 threes. I mean, because he's been chunking them. So Kevin Durant over 2.5 threes is official.
So to follow up on that, I have a small bet on Karl Anthony Towns under 1.5 threes. It's at plus 110. Okay. I just want to talk about, he has a really bad thumb issue. His 3-pointer is fucking horrible. All right. Now, eventually it's going to get healthy and he's going to start becoming a better shooter. But look at the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. This motherfucker cannot buy a 3-point bucket. And I'm winning off the Knicks. He just gets the ball and has to go straight to the hole. Do a straight line. He's unstoppable at that. He's rebounding. He's playing defense, but he cannot buy a 3-point shot. So under 1.5 threes at plus 110 value there. Also, my cream of the prop is going to be Jalen Brunson over 25.5 points at minus 118. Big number here in LA. Hopefully, I think the Lakers will kind of keep it a game. ABC, expect LBJ to show up a little bit. No AD, obviously.
What was the number?
Is increasing. 25.5 minus 118. Cream of the prop. Jalen Bucket Brunson. Dude, the guy's just back to what we've seen.
Points, right?
Yeah, just points. What we've seen before. Super efficient. As long as this isn't a blowout, it's 30 easy. All right. Now I have somewhat of a square kind of parlay. Kind of like what I would do with the NFL. Did it with the NBA today because outside of Portland, it's the only game I really like today. And besides those two props, I am on. Now this is at plus 102. I got it at a 3-team parlay. All right, that's right. Square as it can be. But I'm going to take my square ass to the motherfucking window. I am on the New York Knicks money line. I'm on the Indiana Pacers money line and the Oklahoma City Thunder money line. That's a 3-piece money line just to win a motherfucking basketball game, and that'll give you even money or better, like right around even money, plus 102, 103. All right, so that's where I'm at. I like those looks. I really like the Blazers look. Me and our boy Wine Time will cash on that. And then, of course, the two props. But the cream of the prop, Jalen Brunson. I got to slide up out of here. Daby Cap, hold it down. Wine Time, as always, my man. Good to be with you.
My guy.
Good to see you, OG Stacks. Appreciate Troy. Touchdown, Troy. Appreciate our guy, Big Hundo Clips. Appreciate Guns, our boy Guns Picks coming through with the goods, as always. All the real ones in our chat. Or Thomas Mazzano, our boy Dougie Wise, the real ones, man. Let's run up the likes and let's cash some motherfucking tickets. Daby Cap, I'll see you Monday, my man.
Hell yeah, bro. Take it easy, man. Man, if I'm going to wrap this up, man, here, I got you, Dutch. I'll get you out. If I'm going to wrap this up, I want to make sure everybody's giving out their bets. Did Troy leave? When did Troy leave?
Yeah, that's crazy. Good.
He might be locked into the game. I think he's probably backstage.
Oh, okay. I don't even remember. I didn't see him go. But, man, Dutch said it. Troy, Kongs, Guns came through. Wine Time, obviously. Stacks, me, my guy Dutch. Man, we bring it on Saturdays. I love doing this with you guys in the chat, on screen. It's a blast. If you haven't hit the like. We can recap a little bit. I need to get you two's prop if y'all have one. If not, no worries. I've got two in here. But if y'all got a prop for the cream of the prop, let's hit that real quick. Do you have one, Stacks, a prop ready to go?
Yeah, I'm looking at a number as we speak. I'm ready now.
What we got?
Paulo Banchero, 25 plus points, plus 102.
Man, I can't fucking spell his last name.
BANCHERO.
Yeah, I would have fucked that up. Now, what was after that? What was it? Points, rebounds, assists?
No, 25 plus points.
25 plus points. Gotcha.
And it's plus 102.
Gotcha. I'm not everybody in the chat. I'm not putting the juice in because I'm going to give you guys a banner so you can see all of them. I'm just putting the bets, but y'all can get the best juice you can get. That's the point. Shop for the best juice you can get. Go to pubsportsradio.com if you haven't. Make sure and check out the website because it's awesome. And when you're on the website, you can find all the best legal books in your area. You can get a promo code with Pub Sports Radio, so go check it out. But what we got, Wine Time? You got one or no?
Yeah, Anthony Simons over 19.5 points. Anthony.
19.5. I'm just going with Simons. I'm not gonna go for that. You said points, right? Over 19.5 points?
Yeah, minus 115.
All right, guys. I'm going to go in there and bet it after the show, and I'll get the odds for it. But like I said, everybody can shop their own. I figured we'd make it easier for everyone. If you want the cream of the prop, there it is right there. And then real quick.
I'm going to play that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I am too, for sure. Let me run our cream of the prop while we're at it right here.
Cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. we'll recap for you guys real quick. Wine Time, you want to hit your bets really quick for everyone?
Oh yeah, I'm on. Let's see here. I can pull it up right now. Apologies. So I am on today in college basketball. We're on South Carolina, +6 -115. We're on USC money line +200. Baylor -2 -110. You know, I didn't even talk about it but I gave it out. Northwestern money line +110. And then we're gonna go right to the NBA, guys. In the NBA, we have Jazz money line +185. Juicy. Spurs -1 -110. It's now -2.5. Blazers money line. I think I got +140. Yeah, +140. And I also took Kings +9.5. It's down to a 7. Jalen Williams was announced out for the OKC Thunder. So I believe that's why the line's going down right now. I'm glad I got in at 9.5.
Beautiful. A whole fucking clip from our guy Wine Time.
Let's go,
weekend, man. What you got, Stacks?
My stacks play today's. Number one is Nichols +10.5. Also sprinkled on the +440. They play McNeese at 4:00. And stacks play today. Number two, I got it backwards. Number one is Ole Miss, my fault, +5.5. I ain't sprinkled the money line, but I do like them to win. I was so focused on the Nichols money line. Those are my stats play today, but also official. Sacramento Kings, OKC over 234.5. That's official in the NBA. I also got, I'll make official Northwestern +2.5.
Gross.
And Rutgers +5.5.
Okay. I like it all but one.
Yeah, I'll make
you
all
did
those.
That just because you knew Wine Time was on Northwestern with you and you wanted to go against me, didn't you? I know what you and Wine Time do.
Fucking cab.
I ain't gonna lie to you though.
I'll keep Wine Time. I think 1-1 since I started keeping. It was just not long ago when I started keeping record. I think it's 1-1 since I started keeping it. I was like, well, you're gonna go heads to head with me all the time. I gotta know.
It's all bad with me and you.
What'd you say?
I'm like, it's all bad my way for me and you. I'm like 3-12 or 3-13. I gotta look at my book. I got it wrote down, but it's not good my way.
That is good. That's how it should be.
It's good for you. It ain't good for me.
One time, I hope the same thing happens to you, my friend. Fuck you guys. No, I'm just kidding, man. I love you guys. I love doing this with y'all, man.
You're not kidding, One Time.
Oh man.
What? It's like Jimmy too, bro. He'll come on. I'll come on and break something down, and he'll be like, yeah. And then you see him post his card fucking later in the day, and he fades the only 2 bets you give out on his show. I'm like, all right, bro, cool. Keep it up, guys. I was gonna have a shot with you though. Where to go? This is for you, Stacks, Wine Time, everybody in the chat, man. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, fellas.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to feed my daughter and I'm going to bed.
Sounds pretty good to me. I'm because my action doesn't start till later. I got Wisconsin first half full game. 1.5, 2.5. It's moved. Then I went ahead and tailed with the UCF because I did like that spot. So I don't know if you guys want to consider it mine or whoever's. It doesn't matter. I bet it. I got A&M -5, and then I got the Durant over 2.5 threes prop at +110. That's all of it. Everybody in the chat: Kelly, Long, Lynn Gowick, Thomas, Robert Franklin, all the members, Jermaine, everybody, Black Thor King. Good to see you, my man. Thank you guys, man. We love doing this with you guys. Let me find our outro here. And we will see you guys next week, every Saturday, right here. All about the hoops, the starting 5.
Dropping dimes on the court, it's all about the hoops. Daby, Dutch boy, fresh got the scoop. Bet your bucks on the game, make your heart loose. Listening to Buff Sports Radio, feel the truth. Let's go. In the city where winners never lose the roots. Spotlights on us, yeah, we remain aloof. Cash flow, dreams glow, we aim to prove. A hustle and grind, watch us all improve. Scoreboard and shine. Sports Radio, you got the line. That's the ball 5, we redefine. The moves on live, that's our sign.